gentlemen, I am Keisha Simmons, President of the John Ehret Class of '88. We welcome you to our commencement exercise and invite you to share with us this momentous occasion. The invocation will be given by Robin Johnson. Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors and Pledge of Allegiance, after which we will sing the national anthem.
May we stand and bow our heads in prayer. Dear Creator, Sustainer, and Redeemer, we bless your name this day. We thank you for the gift of your darling Son, Jesus. We thank you for thy word, and we celebrate your presence in us. We express our gratitude for all the things you have done for us, for we know that every good and perfect gift comes from above. As we assemble here today, accept our praise, cleanse our hearts, and purify our minds, so we may worship thee in spirit and in truth. God, have mercy upon us this day. Forgive us for all of our shortcomings and any other trespasses we've made against thee. God, help us to turn our wills unto thee, that thou may guide us in all we do and say. And as we go on in life, keep us aware that conditions may change, but your word tells us that you will never leave or forsake us. We thank thee for our loving parents who have cared for us up until this day. We thank thee for our teachers, the administrators of the John Ehret High School, and all the officials of the Jefferson Parish School System. And may your blessings continue to fall on all of us throughout our daily lives. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
may now be seated. I am Kyron Mitchell, Vice President of the Class of 1988. It is with great pleasure that I present to you our Superintendent of Jefferson Parish Public Schools, Dr. Russell J. Prody.
Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Graduates, how very special you must feel today. Special feelings are sometimes difficult to put into words. Oftentimes, the very best things we say are said last. People will talk for hours saying nothing much, and then as they prepare to leave, they linger at the door with words that come with a rush, straight from the heart. We find ourselves gathered at that doorway today. We linger with our hand on the doorknob, chattering away like typical parents with hundreds of last-minute words of wisdom and sound advice. But you know, the very best things we say often just slip out completely unrehearsed, and always preceded by, "Oh, by the way." Remarks like, "Oh, by the way, drive carefully." "Oh, by the way, if you need me, don't forget, you can always call me at home or at work." As your teachers and parents stand in the doorway today, there are so many things we want to tell you. First, don't be scared. You're being flung into a world that is running about as smoothly as a train with square wheels. It's okay to be uncertain. Adulthood has come and you're not at all sure that you're ready for it. And that's okay too, because I think that sometimes we're not ready for adulthood either, yours or ours. To your parents, it seems that it was only the day before yesterday that you were a baby caught up in your own world of warm milk and wet diapers. Just yesterday, you were that fearless 9-year-old who broke an arm. And it was only this morning you, the teenager, emerged from a room that makes a toxic dump look clean. It doesn't seem possible in the 18 years you have shared with parents, teachers, and friends that you have created so many memories, loved so many heroes, and experienced so many changes. Heroes like Laverne and Shirley, Herbie, Jimmy Dynamite Walker, Popeye and Pals, and Fat Albert. And memories, remember Space Dust Candy, the Electric Company, and New Zoo Review? We hope that you will cherish many of the memories you shared while at John Ehret High School. Memories like the 1985 state football championship when you were sophomores. Your first homecoming bonfire held during your senior year. Being the first senior class to have a nighttime ring ceremony. Being the senior class that welcomed a new head wrestling coach and a new head football coach to the Patriots campus. I'm confident you'll remember having both a baseball team and basketball team in the state playoffs this year. And you will remember saying goodbye to Mr. Percy Bell and being the senior class who also greeted Mr. James Howard. You can never say goodbye to such meaningful memories, memories which each of you helped create, share, and experience together as the senior class of 1988. Consider the changes you have seen in just 18 years. Disco to breakdancing to slam dancing. John Travolta to Patrick Swayze. Grease to Dirty Dancing. The Brady Bunch to The Cosby Show. Tight Jordache jeans to baggy Jibos. The rock groups Kiss to In Excess. Lego blocks to GoBots and Transformers to Equalizers. Mr. Rogers to MTV. And let's not forget Captain Kangaroo to Pee-wee's Playhouse. We soon realize as we get older, the only thing that speeds up is time. But if time is a bandit, time also leaves something in exchange, experience. And with experience, at least in your own work, comes the feeling of a job well done. So I challenge you to love your work. If you always put your heart into those important things that you do, you really cannot lose. Whether or not you make a lot of money, you will have had a truly great time, and no one will ever be able to take that experience away from you. There are so many great and small things we want to squeeze into this lingering goodbye. We want to tell you to keep laughing, and if you can get other people to laugh with you, you can endure any disappointments life may send your way. Be as smart as you can, but remember, it is always better to be wise than to be smart. And don't be upset if it takes a long, long time to find wisdom. A favorite quote of mine is, "A life of constant learning is oftentimes painful, but pain makes man think. Thought makes man wise, and wisdom makes life meaningful." Life can be boring and meaningless unless you bring a deep sense of purpose to it, unless you make something of it. We want so much for you. We want you to do well when you can. We want you to smile and enjoy yourselves in a life of your own choosing and in a world of your own making. We want you to be strong and aggressive, tough and resilient, and full of honest feelings. Be brave enough to live life creatively. The creative is the place where no one else has dared to go. And what you will discover there will be wonderful. What you will discover will be yourself. Seniors, graduates of 1988, it will be you who will shape and create the destiny of the 21st century. You stand on the threshold, and today's door is about to close softly between us. So long, be happy, and please know that you are loved. Thank you very, very much.
Good evening. I'm Julie Bartholomew, Secretary of the Senior Class of 1988. At this time, I have the honor of introducing to you the individual who has demonstrated remarkable academic achievements at John Ehret High, the salutatorian of our graduating class. Young Sri Wimp.
Good evening, Mr. Howard, teachers, fellow students, faculty, and parents. Hail, alma mater, hail to the patriots. Yes, we, the graduating class of 1988, are John Ehret patriots. We bear this name in pride for all that we have accomplished. This year marks the beginning of a new era under the administration of our new principal, Mr. James Howard. With his desire for the success of his students, he added improvements to John Ehret. He, as well as our teachers, provided us with an excellent education, and we, in turn, tried our best to achieve all that we could, not only for ourselves, but in appreciation for what they have done for us. For example, the senior class of John Ehret has received over $700,000 in scholarship awards. We learned that whoever said life is deleterious does not know very much about life, for all these achievements were only obtained through work. Work, that is what I have done for most of my life. Coming from a land of confusion, darkness, and bloodshed, my family and I immigrated from Vietnam to the United States. I won't go into the details of my journey for, frankly, I was too young to remember. Being young, I knew nothing. However, under duress, I was made to attend kindergarten at Eisenhower Elementary when I was only 3.5 years old. This was done out of necessity, for my parents had very little money. They only had enough money to send my little brother to a sitter during the day so that the both of them could go to work. On my first day of school, with tears in my eyes, I walked into a classroom filled with funny little faces while clutching at my parents' fingers. At that moment, I saw in my daddy and mommy's faces looks of disappointment. Their eyes showed no sparkles, for they knew that it would be difficult for their little girl of only 3.5 years of age to adjust to the kindergarten environment and to adjust to the American culture. Two teachers, Mrs. Ann and Mrs. Ian, came into my life during that frightening moment and helped me adjust by teaching me my first words of English. Because of these two teachers and the lack of sparkles in my parents' eyes, I was inspired to try my best. Nung, I thought to myself, you must somehow succeed. This thought ran through my head for the following years. I used all I had. I only had my mind. Therefore, I learned how to use and depend on it. As the saying goes, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. In the second grade, my real age was discovered, and I was faced with the threat of being sent back to the first grade. However, my teachers stepped in to help. They recognized my diligence, my determination, and my hard work, and felt that I should remain in the second grade. Therefore, they acted to keep me there. They fought a battle that was destined to be triumphant. From then on, I learned to love and respect all of my teachers until this day. The years following this belligerent year, I became one of the many students who allowed the freedom of education and expression to pass before my eyes. I became lazy. Again, here is where my teachers intervened. They piled me with work, so much work, that I came to realize success only comes through hard work. I would like to take this opportunity now to thank all of my teachers. With the support of my family, teachers, and friends, I finally became a senior. That is, a senior of the best class, John Ehret's class of 1988. As I stand here tonight and glance out into this audience, I see a sparkle that lights up this arena. They are the sparkles in my daddy and mommy's eyes. I can look into their eyes and say, Mom, Dad, your little girl has made it, finally. At the age of 16, in a role you once thought was devastating, I have finally made it. Like all these graduates who are present here tonight, whether male or female, Caucasian, Asian, Hispanic, Black, or Indian. And I am sure that all of these graduates are aware of the sparkles in their parents' eyes. However, the work does not stop here, for the knowledge that comes with success is infinite. After tonight, when we have already graduated, we will face a new challenge. We will face the beginning, a genesis, as is the theme of our yearbook. And we will again meet the challenges of a new beginning with hard work and success, despite all the obstacles that may come our way. Facing these obstacles, we should look for inspirations from notable figures such as Mahatma Gandhi, who through his nonviolent tactics struggled to give the people of India a feeling of self-worth. Or even Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who, using Gandhi's methods of nonviolence, surmounted prejudice, poverty, and racism. Or, a decade later, Corazon Aquino of the Philippines overcame political turmoil and dictatorship and emerged as the first woman leader of the Philippines. Let us be inspired by these three magnificent people who have overcome life's obstacle through hard work and determination. Again, life is no bowl of cherries, not for me, nor for any of you. In my life, the people who are most important to me, who are my inspirations, are my father, my mother, Lynn, Lung, my uncles, my teachers, and, of course, my friends. Thank you so much, for without your help and support, I think that I would not have made it on this stage tonight. My fellow patriots, tonight we will leave John Ehret High School. John Ehret, we will always have your memories, we will have our friendship to make us part of thee once more. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Heather Meir, Treasurer of the Class of '88. I'm very honored and pleased to present to you the individual who has guided us throughout this most eventful year. He has instilled in us, this graduating class, the pride and dignity of true patriots. Ladies and gentlemen, our principal, Mr. James Howard.
Good evening. At this time, I'd like to introduce some special guests that we have. I'm going to start with the platform guests. We have over here Dr. Prody, who you've met earlier. On our second row, we have Mr. George Hebert, West Bank Region Superintendent. Next to him, we have Mrs. Mary Lauderdale, Assistant Superintendent for Instruction. Next to Mrs. Lauderdale is Mr. Barry Bordelon, Board Member for District 2. Next to Mr. Bordelon, we have Mr. Thomas Orey, Assistant Principal at John Ehret. Next to Mr. Orey, we have Ms. Kathleen Ogeron, Assistant Principal at John Ehret. And next to Ms. Ogeron, we have Mr. Johnny McInnes, Assistant Principal at John Ehret. In our audience tonight, we have a former Assistant Principal at John Ehret, Dr. Eileen Brousseau. Next to Dr. Brousseau, we have our former Principal of John Ehret, Mr. Percy Bell. And also in our audience, we have Dr. Lee Borton, who will be our new Assistant Superintendent for Instruction for 88-89. In addition to all those special people, we have another special group here. That's our faculty and staff. At this time, I'd like all those people to stand. We have a great representation here tonight. I think the attitude that the staff has exhibited tells you that they care. I mean, we have a tremendous amount of staff people here. Those that couldn't be here had excellent reasons why they couldn't. So we do appreciate the effort that the faculty and staff has put forth to be with you tonight. Also, before I begin my address to you, I'd like to introduce my family who's here. I appreciate the effort that they put forth, my wife, my children, grandchildren. If you would just stand. And I do have a few words I'd like to leave with you graduates tonight. Dr. Prody, parents, honored guests, and the graduating class of 1988. If you look at the program you received this evening, you will notice that the words on the cover are these: commencement exercises. The word commencement often causes some confusion, and perhaps it is right and proper that we clear up that confusion. We know that the root of that word is commence, which means to start or to begin. Yet, as I've heard from many of you, this is a graduation, which marks the conclusion. The successful conclusion, I hasten to add, of your high school careers. How can an ending be classed a beginning? The answer is obvious. Yes, this evening is an ending, a conclusion of a process you began some 12 years ago, a process called formal education. Throughout that time, you have worked and studied and striven for this day, the day when you had completed your studies and would receive a certificate which attested to that fact. Now that day has come, and the conclusion of your schooling is at hand. But, just as certainly, tonight is a beginning as well. This becomes just as obvious as we ask ourselves the question, what were those 12 years of education for? Why did we go through them? Let me suggest that they were not to prepare you to end or conclude a portion of your life, but they were to prepare you to begin a new life. After this evening, I will greet you not as a student in our school, but as a citizen of the world. You do not end your life as a student as much as you begin your life as an adult in an adult world. With this new position which you assume tonight go many rights and privileges, but with it also comes many awesome responsibilities and demands. The very fact that you have completed your studies and are part of this audience tonight means that the last 12 years have prepared you to accept those responsibilities and to meet those demands. Certainly, this is the fervent hope of the faculty and staff of our school. Therefore, take what you've learned and use it. Use it at this commencement. Use it as you begin your new life as an equal partner in the world. Use it as you meet challenges. Use it now and throughout your lives. May it serve you well. We, as educators, and you, as students, have each done our part. Now we stand at a gateway, on the other side of which is the world, with all that it offers and all that it demands. As you say farewell to us, you say hello to tomorrow. Grab hold of that tomorrow, and using what you've learned in the past, build it into a bright and shining future. It is the hope and prayer of everyone here that your pathway may be straight and true, and that your destination may be golden with happiness and alive with vibrant promise. It is my sincere hope that the class of 1988 will be blessed with luck, success, and happiness. We love you. Thank you very much.
The class of '88 is proud to present the student who has displayed academic excellence throughout his high school career. Please give your attention to valedictorian of the John Ehret graduating class of '88, Bernard Francis Ferrer.
Good evening, families, friends, faculty, and fellow graduates. Tonight, we, the John Ehret Senior Class of 1988, will embark on a momentous and marvelous journey. We will leave the secure microcosm of high school and enter the vast universe of the real world. Why do I compare Ehret to a microcosm? Because that's what our high school is, a small, self-contained universe. It teems with an abundance of friends from many cultures, backgrounds, and interests, who all share the common goal to prepare for their future lives. On the other hand, the real world is infinitely diverse. The numbers of people and the responsibilities we will encounter increase 1,000-fold. When we become part of that world, we will meet monumental demands which too often become burdensome. Because the world will take no time out to slow down for us, we may sometimes feel left out and alone. That's why we need the love and support of friends. Hopefully, because we have survived so many experiences together here at Ehret, like that English essay test in Victorian literature, or the Friday night football game, we will have had the makings of lasting friendships. It is my hope that each one of us has found that special pal who will stick with us in good times and bad. That special person will boost us up and prod us along when we're down. Hopefully, that special friend will also make us try again, for true friends never let us give up too easily. In kindergarten, my best buddy could have been the corner, because every time I'd get rowdy, that's where I was sent. A typical situation would be playtime. Teacher, I'd say, "Can I play with the blue Play-Doh?" "Sorry, Bernard, but we don't have any more blue Play-Doh," she'd respond. "Can I have some blue Play-Doh, ma'am?" "But Bernard, I just said we don't have any more blue Play-Doh. Do you want the red Play-Doh?" "I want the blue Play-Doh." "That's it, young man, go to the corner." I spent so much time in the corner, I almost thought of it as a little friend. Fortunately, the friends I've made here during my stay at Ehret have been warmer and more caring than that old buddy, the corner. Teachers, you are my friends because you have given to me that valuable gift of knowledge. Thank you for opening my eyes and mind to a wide range of interests and philosophies. Seniors, especially those of you who are my closest friends, thank you for believing that I could stand here tonight and address you all. And finally, Mom, Dad, Raymond, Eileen, and Alice, thank you for always encouraging me to do my best. I wish to leave you all tonight with a quote by Margaret Bonanno in a Star Trek novel that I've read this past year. "You can't do it alone." And seniors, that's what I'm saying to you tonight. We can't do it alone. We must remember to forever cherish and strengthen the friendships we've made. And when we go out into that world out there, we should also remember to foster new ones, for it is friendships that makes life interesting and rewarding. Friends, thank you, good night, and have a wonderful life.
At this time, please welcome our Assistant Superintendent of Instructions, Ms. Mary Lauderdale.
Each of the graduates seated before us this evening has in some very special way brought honor to himself, to his family, to his school, or to his community. However, in this class, as in all graduating classes, there's one student who is so outstanding in having attained the highest academic average of all students. He's just addressed you so beautifully, and I know he now has many, many more friends besides that corner. On behalf of the Division of Instruction of the Jefferson Parish Public School System, it's my pleasure to present the valedictorian award to Bernard Francis Forever.
For your enjoyment, the John Ehret Chorus has prepared the following choral medley of My Way and Love Lifts Us Up Where We Belong.
friends, the moment we have worked so hard for has come. At this time, Dr. Prody and Mr. Howard, assisted by Mrs. Ogeron, Mr. McInnes, and Mr. Ori, assistant principals, will present diplomas to our class, the John Ehret class of 1988.
May I have your attention, please? This is a very special occasion. We know our graduates are excited. We know that you as parents are very excited. But please, let's be considerate so each parent can hear the name of their child as they come across the stage. And we're sure everybody's going to be extremely happy when their particular child or student crosses the stage, and we'd like to be considerate and give everybody the opportunity to hear, and let's cheer for all our young people. Thank you very much.
We would like to begin this program by asking the honor graduates to please rise. James Falk, I know you're seated with your homeroom, but you need to rise because you're also an honor graduate. We would like to recognize our honor graduates by allowing these seniors to receive their diplomas first. The honor graduates have achieved a cumulative grade point average over the past 4 years of a 3.0 to a 4.0 or higher if the student participated in honors classes. Would these graduates now file forward to receive their diplomas? Barbara Barnes, Julie Bartholomew, Mike Benavidez, James Bilbrey, Crystal Boudreau, Christopher Boutte, Mary Bradley, Mark Budenich, Tung Bui, Cheyenne Clayton, Glenn Coulon Jr., Michael Corsi, Patrick Dejon, Bernadette DeLon, Rachel Delacio, Gina DePascal, Helen Driscoll, Philip Dewey Jr., Geraldine Fabella, Bernard Ferrer, our salutatorian, our valedictorian, excuse me, Lily Furtado, Robert France, Robert Fuller, Heather Guimo, Crisanti Gotango Jr., Renee Groh, Joseph Hanwinkle III, Yushika Ugali, Hung Van Wen, Carolyn James, Jennifer Kindler, Osley Kozak, Lisa Lataxis, Wanda Laurent, Charmin LeBlanc, Stephanie Lee, who is also a 3.5 graduate, Lylan Lemier, Walter McGee, Janine Martin, Laurie Mathern, Michael Melendez, Heather Meir, Karen Mitchell, okay. Amber Nash, Dong Wen, Ya Wen, Kan Wen, Nan Wen, our salutatorian, Fong Wen, To Wen, Tree Wen, Mauricio Roderick, Lisa Sansoni, Mara Savoy, Dawn Schreifer, Jimmy Standridge Jr., Rebecca Story, Tan Tron, Peter Young, who has an appointment to the West Point Military Academy. Robert Scott France. This concludes the awarding of diplomas to the honor graduates. We will now award diplomas in alphabetical order to the seniors of 88. Would the honor graduates now be seated, please? Chad Abity, Troy Abity, Lance Adderton, Wendy Alleman, Chris Allen, Erica Allwell, Frank Anderson III, Paul Andrus, Leslie Arbaugh, David Arsenault, Ollie Armstead, Humberto Ariata, Juliet Arso, Charles Atley, Daisy Otan. Hong Kong. Hong Bok, Jeffrey Daggett, Angela Bailey, Tracy Bailey, Casey Broad, Frank Barbay, Gayla Bourne, Christine Barrios, Tammy Barth, Jamie Barton, Tia Batiste, Corey Bodine, Mark Bodwin, Sharon Baum, Tracy Baxter, Craig Bazile, Elvin Bazile, Joanne Bell, Robinette Benefield, Yvette Benoit, Chantel Bergeron, Stephanie Bergeron, Regina Berthlot, Melissa Billion, Larry Burden Jr., Dina Ballant, Sean Bonin, Frank Booker, Fanny Booker, excuse me, Ann Boudreau, Buffy Boudreau, Arthur Boland, Mark Bowman, Stephen Boyd, Nelson Boyer, Ronald Brink, Sandra Brewer, Evans Brock, Neva Brooks, Kimberly Brown, Christine Brown, Ray Brown, Troy Brown, Stephanie Bruce, Mark Bryant, Crystal Butler, Alfred Kane, Marion Commodell, Tanya Campbell, Tina Campbell, Cynthia Carlisle, Knowlton Carrier, Kenneth Carroll, Bessie Carter, Corey Lee Carter, Diane Carter, Gina Carter, Sharon Celestine, Shanna Chesson, Donald Chambers, William Chauvin, David Sheremy, Jody Shirello, Anna Chesson, Angela Clavier, Felicia Coleman, Clarence Kohler, Ronnie Colgan, Darren Como, Patricia Como, Michael Constant, Shannon Contrenches, Delise Cook, Martin Cooper, Erica Cousin, Susan Cox, Amy Crawford, Joycelyn Creighton, Shelby Kraut, Narita Cruz, Patrick Coulier, Dawn Cunningham, Marlo Dabog, Patrick Daigle, Jolene Dandry, Corey Danton, Tammy Dycan, Alicia Davis, Barry Davis, Craig Davis, Teresa Davis, Tiffany Davis, Leah DeRoche, Karen Diamond, Sharice Darish, Sandra Dillard, Ton Din, Tracy Ditta, Keisha Donald, Charles Doss, Phelan Doss, Erica Douglas, Gerald Douglas, Damone Doyle, Dan Drake Jr., Gregory Dufresne, Duke Dong, Eric Edmondson,
Lance Eric, Michael Eshad, Aaron Esteem, Terrific Steve, Jennifer Ewan, Jan Fox III, Raquel Favorite, Alicia Finity, Justin Finity, Christopher Ferguson, Timothy Furtado, Linda Fank, Everett Fisher, Steve Fisher, Lynette Flagg, Sean Francis, Gary Gabriel, Sherry Galiza, Ronald Gandy, Marlon Garcia, Deborah Ann Garza, Bonita Gasper, Norma Gasper, Patrick Gasper, Shannon Gates, Lonnie Godet, Mira Geronimo, Kerry Gessler, Danya Gibson, Alicia Giles, Tracy Guymore, Delphine Glass, Nola Gordon, Christine Grabe, Katrina Gray, Christy Grimion, Micah Griffin, Michael Gross, Dawn Gross, Charles Groh, Will Gutierrez, Charles Hammond III, Shanette Harris, Wayne Harris, Erica Harrell, Rhonda Hart, Chad Hartman, Daisy Hartwell, Patrice Hatton, Michelle Hebert, Clinton Hidalgo, Jules Hember III, Peyton Hines III, Lisa Ohensi, Jason Hoss, Cedric Udo, Centrise Hughes, Frank Jackson, Glenora Jackson, Cassandra James, Marilyn James, Aaron Johnson, Bobby Johnson, DeJohn Johnson, Kenneth Johnson, Robin Johnson, Sebastian Johnston, Michelle Johnson, Rosa Johnson Jones, Steve Jones, Cornell Jones, Albert Jordan, Tyrone Oz Jr., Regina Koselek, Renee Carnes, Terrence Keller, Peggy Kincaid, Melissa Kindler, Michelle Kindler, Sandra Knox, Angela LaCava, Douglas LaFleur, Tanya LaFrance, Condi Lamb, Miranda Lendex, Dale Landry, Mark Landry, Laura Levine, John Lawson IV, Tabitha Lawson, Hantu Lee, Von Lee, Angela Leake, Sarah LeBlanc, Paola Comp Jr., Michael Laudette, Lionel Lemier, Paul Leon, Hada Suzanne Laurel, Tony Lindsay, Joseph LaFawn, Lofton, Martha Lopez, Sheila Yola, Amy Lassero, Marissa Madeo, Holly Marcian, John Martin, Michael Martin, Peter Martin, Regina Martin, Shara Martin, Roosevelt Mason Jr., Suzette Mathis, Wesley Maddock, Gina Marie Matthews, William Mars, Lorenza McCollum, Randall McDowell, Samantha McDowell, Lisa McKay, Dion McPherson, Daniel Moore Jr., Christopher Michael, Michelle Miller.
Blaze Mills, Demaris Minter, Dawn Mitchell, Edwin Mixon, Dwayne Moncrief, Michelle Monfrey, Travis Moore, Donna Morgan, Kenneth Morgan, George Morris, L'Oreal Moulton, Tanya Moulton, Karen Mouton, Dion Munson, Corey Nellen, Duke No, Kim No, Hong Win, Van Nguyen, Michael Naminsky, Sandra Odoms, Carla Obie, Charles Owens, David Parsons, Lisa Parson, Steve Pace, Kathleen Passmore, Raymond Patin, Mark Petalino, Crystal Ferreira, Gong Pham, Thumb Pham, Thomas Ponche, Tasha Porsche, Earl Porter, Scott Powell, Michelle Price, Fallon Proctor, Cherie Randolph, Richard Rango, Troy Rishu, Pamela Rito, Darren Riley, Henry Riley, Lynette Riley, Renisa Robert, Michael Roberts, Arthur Robertson, Devance Robinson, Reginald Rock, Candy Rodney, Stanley Rodney, Stephen Rogers, Austin Romagera, Harold Roussel, Pamela Ruffin, Michael Rudder, Jennifer Ryan, Robert Sanchez, Henry Sanders, Terry Sanders, Christine Sarver, Kirsten Shelper, William Schmidt, Paris Scholl, Brian Scott, Merlin Seminary, Kalpesh Shaw, Chantrell Shelby, John Shepard, Stephanie Silva, Anissa Simmons, Jatan Simmons, Keisha Simmons, Ron Simmons, Tammy Semino, Josette Singleton, Angela Smith, Shannon Smith, Farzad Sultani, Emmett Spears, John Stallings, Trina Stanley, Stephanie Steele, Kenneth Strickland, Stephen Sutton, Cleveland Swift, Mary Tadlock, Gwendolyn Taylor, Kevin Taylor, Kim Taylor, Rhonda Thiel, Charles Thomas, Lisa Thomas, Shaplice Tyner, Derek Torres, Kimberly Townsend, Melissa Tranacosta, Sean Umholz, Dawn Vashon, Cheryl Valdez, Michael Van Dyke, Charles Vargas, Valerie Veal, Sonia Bede, Tammy Wagner, Henry Walden, Sharon Washington, Byron West, Catherine Weston, Roger White, Tracy Whiting, Patricia Wilkes, Barry Williams, Carolyn Williams, Desi Williams, Jarrell Williams, Lawrence Williams, Tammy Williams, Tommy Williams, Michael Wolf, Charles Womack, last but not least, Tracy Young.
The graduates of 1988 invite you to stand and join us in singing our alma mater, after which we will remain standing until Robert Fuller delivers the benediction.
everyone pray with me, please? Will please everyone bow your heads? Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the wonderful event we have been part of tonight. Thank you for the parents, teachers, and friends who have given us their love, wisdom, and support. Thank you for the abilities we have been given that have allowed us to accomplish this great task. And now, Lord, as we look forward onto new dreams and new goals, I pray that you will guide us in all that we do so that we may make ourselves, our families, our teachers, our school, and most of all you, Lord, proud in every way. May our minds continue to expand with knowledge. Our hearts always hold the joy, happiness, and fond memories that we have as friends shared. And may our lives be forever full of your love and blessings. These things we ask in Christ's name. Amen.